Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to it. Another amazing episode of the Pitchside podcast. And as usual, the lineup is amazing. We have Tommy.
Yes, sir.
How are you, my brother?
I'm all right. How are you?
You good? And we have the one and the only cloud mover. The cloud mover Mauta.
Naves.
So we need a new, what's the next step now? You know, we're back. It's the second part of the season after the break of AFCON.
Yeah.
And we needed all the extra powers. So last time, Dumba, the cloud.
Yeah.
What are we doing this second part of the season?
I still need to go consult,
Yeah,
but there's probably something brewing.
yeah.
So when I'm ready, I'll come back and tell you.
There have been advancements in
The advancement.
traditional.
There's always improvement. People are always improving. The concussion always improves.
Gentlemen,
Yeah.
we're back at it. Back to the most exciting football league. PSL is back.
Mm-hmm.
And our first game in the second part of the season, we're facing Orlando Pirates. Now, Mauta, you've worn both the jerseys of the teams. Now, looking at it and going into this game mentally, especially having come from the other side, when you were at Sundowns, how did you mentally prepare to play this game?
It's a big game.
Yeah.
It's always a big game. But looking at this one, I think history says it's a Sundowns game.
Yeah.
It favors Sundowns. I mean, out of the last 5 games, I think Sundowns won 4.
Yeah.
You know, so, but Sundowns also lost in the cup, even though it was on penalties. But I would think they would want to go into this game and keep the momentum going, especially in the league. But it's a game that favors Sundowns, and I mean, after the break of the AFCON, we'll see what the players are. But we all know Sundowns was playing in the AFCON, so I'm sure they have momentum.
Yeah, sure.
But those players could possibly not be available just due to the load that they've taken over AFCON and that sort of thing. But knowing players want to jump straight back in.
Yeah, I think it's going to come from players personally because footballers don't want to rest. They just want to carry playing, and I think you will see on the weekend the similar familiar faces. You'll see them, on the pitch, simply because as a team like maybe Sundowns, with the momentum, you have to carry and play. But again, it goes back to the team and the pride of the team. Mauta spoke about the last 5 matches that Sundowns won the match. Do you think Sundowns will want to say, okay, let's play other ones and let's ride the other ones? But I think the best players who have to be on the pitch on the day because of the fixture itself, because of the rivalries. Over the years, we've seen these two teams when they meet. There's always goals. Mauta will tell you about the goal that in Orlando the other day. After the ball hit the net, you'll see him. He will want to score. I don't know whether he score or he want to kick the ball on the stand. That's what he does a lot. But those are the moments that we can always reflect on because the game of this nature doesn't really require motivation a lot. No. Players,
It's a big game, right?
as he says, it's a big game. Players want to play this kind of matches, but the Sundowns boys who were in the AFCON, they played big matches. They'll want to come back and showcase what they've learned there and bring to South Africa.
Domi, you also then having had a chance to play against former teams that you have played for. Does your mentality change when you face those teams? Because you find things where people will say to you, no, after I score a goal against my former team, I don't celebrate, and those sort of things.
I wish you can say the same to him. He celebrates.
I celebrate all my goals.
Yeah.
There's no, if you score, you don't celebrate, respect. Yeah, I'll give you respect after the game or before the game.
Yeah,
I played for that team, so what?
This guy left us at a super sport at some point. He left us a week ago.
The next game I scored and I celebrated.
4 days later, he scored and he went to the corner.
It does nothing to me. It's a goal. It's something.
Look at his face. He's worried.
No, I'm worried because now I want to understand at this game, if they score, who are you celebrating with, Gandans?
If who scores?
So we're playing Orlando Pirates, and
Yeah.
you've played for Orlando Pirates and Mamelodi Sundowns.
Yeah.
So if Orlando Pirates scores, are you going to celebrate?
It depends.
No,
where
I'm
I
warning
am.
you.
It depends
On what?
On where?
on where I am. If I'm at home, I celebrate both teams. If I'm at the stadium and the Sundowns people next to me, I'll just keep quiet. But if I'm on the other side, yeah. But I would encourage players to celebrate. I mean, I don't like it when a player scores against his former team and they say out of respect, but out of respect, and they let you go. So
tricky one.
Yeah.
Also now it's a big one. There's a big conversation going on. I've seen it on social media. Is if you are the coach, you've just brought Teminkosi Lodge from Orlando Pirates. Do you play him in this game? Do you start him? Do you add him as a sub? Where's the thinking? If you were the coach.
If I was the coach.
Yeah.
I'm still telling you about the story that Mahuta was involved in.
Yeah.
Mahuta left us on a Monday.
Yeah.
On a Saturday, we were playing them.
Yes.
Mahuta played. And remember, after you left, everybody knows how Mahuta played.
Yeah.
And we told Bongani at the time, to say, Bongani, watch him. He's going to turn onto his left. Watch him. Guess what he did?
Turned on his left.
And he scored. So it doesn't matter. It's just a matter of if the player is ready, let him play.
Let him play.
If he's fit, let him play.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of are you big enough? Are you strong enough to take the pressure and the booing? Of course, there will be the abuse.
Yeah.
But players have gone dead throughout their years. If you have never gone to booing and abuse in football, then you are not.
You know that opposition fans are like hurt. Like it's bad. It's like, remember when I explained to you that I always, to this day, my relationship with Josta Zaza is touch and go because he left Sundowns.
Is that the reason?
Yes.
Imagine.
Only?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
He took it.
He's a traitor.
Football.
No, he's a traitor. He left us. So Lua now can celebrate really da, and you are sitting with us. You are going to have a problem.
So what if I forget?
No, you better not forget. I'm warning you. I'm warning you.
So when you go to the stadium, make sure you wear this jersey. So you mustn't forget.
Yeah,
Paras has never worn a jersey like this.
Because I've never gotten any jersey from the other side. So I'm going to wear this one. And then if this team scores, I'm going to celebrate.
You don't have a jersey from the other side?
It's a long
He's
story,
playing jerseys.
Even my playing jerseys, I don't know where they are. But I'm lucky.
So at home, you don't have them?
No. Well, sir, maybe cup finals.
Yeah.
Not, but the rest, no.
The rest, yeah.
But I'm lucky because I'm from Bushbuck Ridge.
And
higher power. You know? So you can't try me.
they can't try you.
No.
No. The higher power is too much.
Strong.
Hey, Mona, we must go back to the video.
I need to go to Bushbuck Ridge. When I take him into
You must
Bushbuck
come.
Ridge. But there's the language there called Spulan. He's fixed the language.
Go push back.
Yeah.
Sexiest language ever.
Sexiest language ever. You don't know the language?
Spulan,
No.
French.
The same.
Similar.
Aure tem.
Kayingber.
Kazona spulane.
It's
Is not close to
not close to anything.
It's not close to anything.
No, but it has to be a mixture of some.
It's not a
language.
mixture.
It's not
of
a mixture of anything.
It's Spulan, pa.
It's a language.
Spulan.
What's
Is it
Bula
not,
Bula Spulan?
Tonga?
No.
No, Tonga is Shangaan. That's
Yes.
Kiani side. No. Bushbuck Ridge.
Spulan.
Pushback is close to Bombela and Nelspruit, so there's
No,
a bit of
it's not
Swati that falls over.
No.
No, that one it doesn't have a mixture of
Bombela is
anything.
far.
But now, okay, so it's a language just from Pushback.
Yeah.
It's spoken by just the people from Pushback.
Only the Pulanis.
They're called Mapulan.
They're called Mapulan.
Yeah.
We learn something new every day.
You didn't know?
No.
Really?
Yeah, but I'll give you Pushback.
Worry not. Worry not. We are getting one wife. We can get you another wife.
No, let's
And
start
then
with getting you, both of you, a wife.
When I'm married.
Are you?
Yeah.
How many wives?
I'm married. I don't have wives. I'm married.
You have a wife.
A wife.
Are you married to the game or married to a...
I can't be
Another
married
person.
to the game. I'm married.
Naves, why are you so
No,
invested
because
on
why
such
do you want
talk?
me to get another
I want you to
another one?
know the language.
No, Mona, no ways.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll find
yeah.
somebody who can speak the language
And then
come.
we engage.
Yes.
All right. Predictions for the game?
Sundowns 2, Pirates 0.
Me?
Yes, you. I'm warning you, Mauta. I'm
prediction.
warning you, yes.
If we see the Nyoso we want to see,
And which Nyoso is that?
that Nyoso,
It was fine.
Hey.
if we see the Nyoso we want to see and the Nyoso we know,
Yes.
that Nyoso that breaks the line, that Nyoso,
Yeah.
I think I see a Sundowns win.
Yeah. I also think that it's going to be, especially for him, I think
Yeah.
my concern with a game like that is the amount of pressure that is then placed on him because he's playing against his old team
Yeah.
and his old teammates also then want to nibble at him.
But he's a top player. I mean, he wouldn't be here if he wasn't. And
Yeah.
I'm sure Coach Rulani knows him. He worked with him at Pirates.
Yeah.
So I think he's gonna work on taking the pressure off him because ultimately the game is not about him. It's a Sundowns versus Pirates game. Whether he plays or he doesn't play, it doesn't change anything. So he shouldn't look at the game as a game where he needs to prove himself. He has already proven himself.
Yeah.
He's at Sundowns, top team, top player. He must just do the simple things, remember the good times, and do what he needs to do.
My last question to you, gents, is the AFCON players have returned. Do you risk it and play them with the thoughts of fatigue and because of the amount of games that they've played, or do you give them a break and because we've had a mini preseason camp and deal with the players that you've had and faced and work with those guys?
It's a tricky one, but as a former player, I would want to play. I would want to continue the momentum, and I wouldn't think they're fatigued. Man. It's just in the middle of the second half of the season. And, it means nothing. They would have played the same games in the league if it wasn't for AFCON.
Not true, because just even before we got to winning the AFL, this Mamelodi Sundowns team had already played 30 games. And 30 games are what a PSL season is.
Before
we won AFL. So before AFCON closed,
AFL
we're already at 30 games.
But
so
AFL,
now, including the games that the guys have played at AFCON, we're now in excess of 40 games.
Yeah, but AFL is like the Katlego Mashego tournament in Bushbuckridge. Only a selected few play. So
ladies and gentlemen, this is the Pitchside podcast. That is the most controversial thing I've ever heard.
But let me tell you something.
But it's an extension of games for a certain team. It's not an extension of games for all the teams.
We're speaking about players that played at AFCON.
Yes.
And we've agreed that majority of the starting 11, 8 or 9 players, were Mamelodi Sundowns players.
Yeah.
So they have played those games. So there is no ways you can downplay that to a Bushbuckridge.
No. But you're talking about AFL.
The number of
the number of games that Sundowns players have played. And you must remember, we're now in a generation of technology. When you guys were playing football, the technology was, we'd see you are tired because of the way you were running. Here there's stats, there's computers, there's heart rates and that sort of thing.
That's why Abanga Konuk pass, because they don't take risks. They want to pass here because the stats after the game says 100% completed passing. But it's sideways and backwards because it's safe.
Yeah.
In my time, Keke didn't have stats, but he's got how many shots at goal?
Yes, but you are not answering the thing. You are moving the goalpost.
Okay, yeah. The technology thing is okay, but I would think the players that played in the AFCON would want to continue and they would want to play.
As a former player myself as well, I already told you that I didn't want to sit outside.
Yes.
Simply because I know I'm fit. So when you are fit, why do you want to sit outside?
Exactly.
Masandawana, this is the Pitchside podcast. We look forward to seeing you all at Loftus. Please come through, support the team, wear your yellow regalia. We're looking forward to it. And listen, if there are questions that you want us to ask, write down in the comments. Let us know what you want us to ask or who maybe you want to see on the Pitchside podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave us your comments. We are Masandawana.